Liberty Online Television. Remember, so you say for the Wadi show, get the opportunity for ask you question, make comments regarding the issues them where we discuss on the program this morning. The number for do so now plus 23274 545 or drop on the comment section na the different platform them also you watch with this morning.
All right, we dey continue the breakfast show. Earlier, I'll tell una say today we dey get the Minister of Information and Civic Education for can give update to the public on different activity them where government don't they do this BNTM. If you don't they follow the Ministry of Information and Civic Education under the leadership of Chernobyl, you go notice say from where you take over the ministry, it don't they all a every Tuesday press briefing. Also, different government stakeholders they don't they come for updates on the public on the ministry activity them and some key major things them where they happen at the country. Well, today we say forget the minister for updates on various activity them where the ministry don't they do and self government generally. When at the studio, I want to welcome Chernobyl, when at the Minister of Information and Civic Education. Good morning, Mr. Minister.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Mabel, and good morning, Fambul, and I also apply for the
Ramadan Mubarak. All right. You introduce the every Tuesday press briefing ever since you take over the Ministry of Information. And let me start with this press briefing, the changes where it don't bring in terms of bringing the people closer to government activity them and self-informing the public during critical time them where issues can happen with the government. How you can assess this press briefing where you introduce that the ministry?
Well, normally I think the best thing for them is for let other people assess you instead of you assess yourself. But I will talk about why we do what we do. We believe say information are right. Access to information is not percent vision. By the way, not we start weekly press briefing. Important say the predecessor them don't start this years ago. The difference is where I come, study small. Let me do on Thursday. If you do Thursday, that means you get coverage on Friday. Friday, most people they work only half day. Most people only buy a newspaper, and then after that, you basically then put in Friday. Then call in the US, then call on Friday na the graveyard of the news. The news where you want bay, where you know let people in your earbuds. Now you do for Friday. So we realize that one, two. Most often in the past, now been very low level people in the go at the press conference. So you're not being most ministers they never took part in the weekly press conference because it was not newsworthy, and also it was small, very few journalists, and they go here and there, and all of that. Which we do now for elevator and completely rebrand and transform it. So one, we bring on Tuesday because the idea is we for set the news in standard, not to the government now for announcing that this they happen, then the media pick her up. So we're able to define the news during the week, we're able to respond to what's in the happen, and then we elevate them completely. If you watch every week, I make sure so we get somebody at cabinet level or somebody that is very, very high level for the panel. We also mix them for the first time. Not just government, we can bring opposition, we can bring civil society, we can bring people that we are top people across government for come and for day and engage. And then we're not the wits for like news don't go bad before you come. As I say, we try for define, for be proactive. Because we know say people want information. And the one thing that we make on a position powerful, we define society, we make some people let me get this big overwhelming voice over government in the past. So we do the presser, and the other thing that we don't add, we find let people know, immediately after the press conference, by the next day, we'll do a text update, a summary. We go to all the newspaper. We do at least 3, 4, 5 stories from that press conference. We also will share around. We go now with websites, so we don't update with websites. We will do video clippings. We cut all the video there. We do an audio, and most people don't know this as well. We do Mende version, we do Creole version, we do Timini version, we do Limba version. We share in a very specific groups and conversations and community stations. Who will know say that their language and the cover. So we get some people who they help we summarize what you see, the news and everything with the panel, and then they push out. What's that mean? It means say what I've been minister, one thing what I've been say is the information for can to the people them. You know the wait let the people and go find the information. So we don't do with this press conference and everything we do town halls, and now as you see I announced last week we take the press conference across the country with town halls. We begin to civic days. Next this month we just start with Cambia. Now for say people and get rights to information. We on job in our government. and for find ways for make the information reach the people outside in the language they understand. One major thing we'll do, obviously, now that we switch the language from English to Creole. In fact, I think that the most consequential thing and the word I don't do as minister is we reach from the first day I say, it no makes sense that we can do a government press conference, we can't speak English. We're supposed to talk in a language people can understand.
So, under your leadership, also we start on this weekly briefing where you bring them to Tuesday from Thursday where you predecessors them based on the DUAM. Waiting at the most major issue we wanna discuss at this platform where really yield the objective where you did one for.
I think government I continue. I think the most important thing that people know say, see one thing about news, the reason we make on a platform them powerful. One, a predictable. People learn for no say, we tune in morning 8 o'clock. When they are sure of. Two, the quality for consistent. They know say they can't get news, and they can't get something they know yet, and they can't get answers to them question. Very, very important. Something we know they're not able to get it. And then three, timely. With something they happen, and also they can't get a response. When you tune into the press conference on a weekly basis, no matter what the issue, whether na MCC or American ambassador say me or people then say me shots radio station don't know, whether na November 26 school, whether na cocaine issue, whether na any other major issue we don't deal with na Salon. Arrest or Guinea ambassador. The people of Salon, they know one thing. If they wait on Tuesday, they go balance. And they go answer the question we then get. And they bring the right people and for can answer the question. And they engage them. They can send them question online. They can send them via text. And one commitment we'll get. And they ask 100% of every question we they ask. And they put, and they pose, and they read all questions that comment online. Why? So that people then will not see the platform for them. So the important thing not to the particular issue we don't deal with. And the fact that the platform exists and the platform gets certain quality that people are able for rely on. See, this quality is sustainable and the minister therefore they are. And in fact, me own presence and another thing, and I think Andrew Kiley did an excellent review of the last year and he talked about the fact say the very fact that the minister himself now one big difference than again in the past, not to be the minister they did again, not to be it was not high level. But we don't bring Chief Minister, VP, First Lady. Like even His Excellency, he don't consider. So that is elevating it to giving the people and say, now when I get this platform, we make and say any issue I want to talk about, we bring the people and come for can interact with them.
As we talk about the various stakeholders that we don't bring na the press briefing, now so lots of issues them don't be addressed na this particular press briefing, and some of them they under investigation. Let's begin unpack some of the issues there. The most popular trending one, now they all get for do the IG we will give updates on this alleged fugitive. We then see they na Salon where the international media been give extensive coverage of how we the alleged say then say with the president that the New Year mass, and you bring the IG. The IG confirmed said una sabi this person as Omar Sherif. Then they investigate. So since we get you now today, now what are the latest updates on Omar Sherif as a government? Una do able for see Amuside?
Okay, so I think what I go like for provide is a good point. I would like for give people an update on particularly because Omar Sherif, the name Omar Sherif is one separate issue. The major issue now the news stories around the alleged identity of a Jos Leiderkas and the relationship with the Netherlands in the request. I think family for understand something. I don't talk some of this at the press conference, but since I did, I make I explain. One, at the time of where the IG in the road talks, we say they're not open source investigation. No government not be non-contact with. It like you commit the worst crime anything in the world. Only the grab no money will go arrest you. Because we're not a law enforcement agency for another country. Okay? There's international law about how they follow this procedure. Especially, for example, if your name not be the Interpol. At the time, the identity and the name of this person not be in Interpol. At the time, nobody not be on contact with. Because of news stories and because of all man they talk and we care about the country reputation, the IG starts an open source investigation. And I've been making clear, say, we still expect say, the way we treat other country them, we will get a fugitive. we will reach out to that country, put on an Interpol, they expect, say, then Netherlands will go with the same courtesy as a sovereign state and treat with the same way. Now, following then conversation with IG CAM, he say, in fact, we don't take one initial step. We don't go check the place, known locations. Because we on first task is, this person will be the same person in the first place we didn't talk about, we needed to ascertain identity. IG say, well, from the images that we don't get so far, the name we didn't know this person for a salon, Omar Sherif. And have been just one initial step. Next, the government of the Netherlands don't officially now reach out to Salon and submit paperwork to the distinguished Attorney General and Minister of Justice for request and extradition of this particular individual. Then say they convince the individual in Salon that they request the AG for let we submit them. Now extradition therefore take a couple of stages. One, we not get agreements with Netherlands, but it don't mean say the law we now from the 70s make provisions we say based on certain conditions that are met, we can do it in a called mutual legal assistance. So the AG in first step now before review that documents there, which the AG don't do. I can able confirm to you now say the government of Salon, they now in conversation with the government of the Netherlands. They don't reach out to the AG officially. The AG they get bilateral conversation for make them understand how this mutual legal assistance they be, waiting will be the terms of this mutual assistance and how Sierra Leone will support them in this goal we then get. And in we on goal, we'll get we want to make sure we continue not to hub for any transnational crimes. Now, if I let family understand, say, even if AG agree, say, okay, we'll get this person out of the game. In a week, now money no more, we'll pull the person out, also we'll crowd. The law make provisions for what
one statement we make, we bring a lot of controversy. Now, they all get for do it at some point. It's a long government, we don't make this same request to the Netherlands government, but we not be get that kind of cooperation
so good.
we need. At this point where the conversation, the flow now between the two government them through the AG office, una still they make this request of this individual?
No. In fact, I've been mentioned that no more. No, we're not interested in quid pro quo. Not to force give me this, give me. That's not how it works. I've been just mentioned, say, there is a step you must follow. Okay? And just because of the sheer coincidence, say this particular government, now we don't make, we'll get somebody who would suspect, say, they commit trouble in this country. By the way, I've been mentioned, Adebayo, from my own perspective, might be a wanted criminal. He was involved in inciting, planning, and execution of violence that led to the death of multiple people, including law enforcement. All I've been trying to say is, when that happened, we not go to media go say Netherlands, all this person. No, what we did was simple. We contacted the Netherlands government through diplomatic means. We submitted a complete and full dossier. And we say, even when we do all of that, this country not being reciprocate in the kind of way that we expected. That not means say with a request. I was just saying this is the process you must follow, and I've been say Salon as a government. This is what we have always done. So now, in this case, waiting need for happen. Where AG don't submit a document and they don't submit a thorough set of documents to the AG's office, thorough, from the Netherlands government. The AG, they review all of that. The AG therefore make a determination, say this reach the threshold of criminality for Salon. Now the first stage down there. Where it don't reach down there, then the AG now can do one of two things. One, it can ask the IG for let the IG fend the person and bring and cancel for let bring and court, or you don't even need for let the IG fend the person. The AG, by law, can now go apply to the court. Now this person, if he does Salon, he get the rights. You know, so anything in a court, you get rights for defend yourself. You get the right for going to court. The AG, they present that same evidence with the Netherlands government on game. They argue on a court. The judge, they look at all of this and make a determination, say, yes, then the judge, they grant. So an extradition request, not to the government, they grant her. Now the judge, the government, and the request, where the request don't cancel. Now, that process, they go through any legal process. Where the judge grants that request, it is still the prerogative of the IG. What's I mean? The AG. The AG now, they look at that judging request. The law say it consider state security, public interest, the interest of Salone, for decide. It can still decide after the judge law rule. The AG now can still decide, say, you know, it's in the best interest of Salone, if I will do this one or this one. But as I don't say, a very clear President Bureau and commitment that this country will become a hub for transnational crime. So after all that look, based on this conversation, we don't agree on all that, we will follow the law, and then they will not be committed to that the AG will follow the law. So the IG in your process not been for do this preliminary investigation, ascertain identity and all that, and not give me a complete update if they don't identify the individual. But as I don't say, talk something, the person not to criminal as alone. You need grab no more money go arrest person. You know what I mean? You need grab no more go arrest person. So even if first maybe they will put on they get thing called protective custody. They get different tools that we then can use. Where IG can say if they identify the person, they say, oh, don't you now say that you, but the IG been say the known addresses of the individual at the time when they go, they say they're not being fair and they. So, but their own process go on. But what's important now at the AG, because the AG process now get for deal with the relationship between we and the Netherlands when the alleged crimes have been committed, or I think it's been convicted, so I can move from alleged to what they call. But even within the Netherlands, apparently, so even we, let's say now we go through that process, AG decide, president approve, we hand them over, we go hand them out, then they go retry again. If that process they happen. So I just want to let family understand, because the way it be reported is like, they don't report on Reuters, if we go Olam, if we pack in bag right now, we arrest them, we put on anchor for go. That's not how it works. And I may point that way, I can say there was a process we they follow with every international institution as well supposed to follow.
Based on what you don't explain, it clear say this is a thing where they happen at a goal, as people are expecting, especially the public necessarily get for take time.
Correct.
So since the Salone government received the correspondence from that of Netherlands, when I don't care for check if this person still this Salone because when I there on the process
of the investigation is on for ascertain the identity, for ascertain the location of the person. The police get certain leads or certain information they will work on. But as I say, as you know, the IGB don't say they come every time they get updated information. They go come back to the public. I not like for talk out of turns. I like for talk where I don't get concrete information. Also, if you investigate the firm person, you kind of public can begin talk. Say, hey, we don't know so you go so, we don't know so you go so. So you allow that process to go through. But I got to show the people of this country one major thing is President Bureau in commitment that we continue to a hub for transnational crimes of any nature, human trafficking, drug trafficking, anything. We record on that is good. And two, that the AG will a distinguished, decorated international lawyer who follow the law.
Minister, popular opinion out there now that this Omar Sherif gets full protection of the government. Salone government knows how it day. He even gets armed security personnel the way they work out, and all this full protection way them believe say Omar Sherif they get now because of in relationship with the president's daughter.
As you know by now, I try not to react to popular opinion. I react to news and the actual facts, because when I talk for the government of Salone. People can say plenty things online, and social media gets in your own pattern them and all. But also, we live in a state where if you get evidence of the NTR, you get two options. Provide that evidence online, provide the evidence to the police. When you present that evidence, it becomes incontrovertible fact. It will be my responsibility as a spokesperson for the government of Salone for come and explain, give the government in position, and I will talk to the various principals which I typically do and get everybody in view and come back. At this stage, what I say is that important. The Omar Sherif, we IG then say they identify it through open source. They're not going to record say a criminal in Salone. So that means it's supposed to go about in business. This is not a free country. If you come, you get paperwork, this, that, you're supposed to go about. Two, not to this person not to a subject of any for say, oh, you don't, because if we have to consider say if you don't commit crime in Salone, again, people then they Jibril Bangura, some notorious Sierra Leonean in America. Me all they call me wife they attack picking there, they talk saying they call me picking in school, then they go say they go attack and go kill we. He's done that multiple times. The US government and the gap no more go arrest and so no more. We don't submit all that those here. You know what I mean? There are processes you must follow. All I want the family understand is, I know many talk for one person or another. Now for the family understand which the process we will follow. And my commitment na that, I don't get that commitment from the highest level of government. His Excellency the President is committed. We will follow the law. We will protect this country from becoming a hub for transnational crime of any nature. We will ensure the AG, when again, the AG is a top lawyer, one of the sharpest of his generation, very well respected. Don't work at the Hague, well known. He will follow the law. And at that process they will follow on this issue.
But
all
how
these other bits
protect Salone not for become a hub for transnational crime or transshipment of cocaine and other illegal substance them, where with all the news flying around, say una get one of the main people fugitive where the Netherlands government they look out for, them believe say idea. So if Salone get this kind of person in the country, how na go protect the image of the country?
As I don't always say, bad things can happen. People and news can fly around. The question always is, what do you do as a state? Your response. When I see we do we can to Guinea, you take decisive action. You don't replace the ambassador. You don't make clear that we're not getting no place for this. We sign a big MOU with the government of Guinea for say we joint investigates, and with that process today underway for hold anybody we play a role in any drug-related matter will be held responsible. The law will take in course. Clear, simple actions on this issue. As I don't say, the Netherlands government when they get the responsibility, by the way, for do the right thing. And when our media they talk, they not be done contact with for reach out to we and do the process. When they don't reach out to, they don't realize actually they find a very willing, internationally respected Security Council member. We want for engage. So we engage, they usually engage them, we follow the process we're supposed to follow. If with you they say, so oh, this person there, this person a criminal, this, that, when it meets all that threshold, the government of Salone will do what it was supposed to do by international law. Would they follow the law? This is what any democracy is supposed to do, for follow the law, and that's what we'll do.
So following the law, how long people for expect this for take?
Yeah, man, the law get your own time. If they go courts, that process day, which I will commit to you now that delay not go be because of the government of Salone. The AG will take swift action based on the laws of Salone. But if they go courts, the person go, you know how the court system they right? There will be hearings. The hearings will be done transparently. Once it's done, we go act swiftly. So I know if I can say because A, me not a lawyer, B, me not a judge, C, I need to talk for the judiciary. So if I come now, I can begin to say, oh, na so then get for do, na so then get for do. I risk misleading the public, which is something that they try very hard not for do.
Because the reason why I ask, even the updates where we can get from the police, where they do internal investigations on this same Omar Sherif, since the last time we've been updates, where that name been come, after where the Netherlands government, they don't make this request. We're not hearing nothing again from
the situation don't evolve,
the police.
Mabel, because IG in your part of the work is one level. The moment the Netherlands government contact the Salone government, they send two sets of memos, then deliver one at Brussels and deliver one at Ghana, then send to the AG and to the Foreign Affairs Minister, and then the international law. But once that issue don't reach Ghana now, the IG updates will see they will say that is low level now.
But the importance to the public.
Yes, now, but now could give the public the information. But the important now make you see we confirm the contact now between the two countries. We confirm say don't submit the memo. We confirm say because that thing you know we need the IG for can get update. Now make I do am because keep in mind I'm the information minister. My job too now for collect the information from them and can to the public, which I provided. And I talk say there was big dossiers of documents. The AG they study them. They taking time and study the entire situation because the first rule you get for me is the threshold in Salone. But while the AG they do that, the government of the Netherlands, they took another extraordinary step. They reached out officially and called for conversation between the two countries. For them to engage on this issue and other issues. Keep in mind, last week another report came out on kush. The report say kush, the harmful substance within inside kush, nitazine, which is 50 times more dangerous than the worst drug right now in America, fentanyl. He said they come out from 3 places: China, the Netherlands, and the UK. The report say their country are just as responsible for this drug. They say they bear huge responsibility for the debilitating effects of kush on the citizens of Salone. What's in that mean? It means we get things that we the two countries need for talk for, we need for coordinate on, for ensure say we country like I say not become a hub either for transnational crime, but in this case of kush, the kush they come out in the country, then they can't dump an aya. We will be see all the bad things will be happen to people. But again, the government don't take proactive steps. So what I say is, this now a major international conversation that will happen between two countries, not to just 10 countries and they, but will also involve international partners and others that we don't ask say they're able for come for help. So now then they happen and we follow that process they diligently and will continue for reports to the public.
According to Sophie, the Dutch journalist where the police may interrogate at some point, where he go back a grant interview to the local media. One of the things where he say according to in source, it be there few meters away from Musa Omar Sherif Day before he see full truck of armed security personnel them go arrest them, count and CID and interrogate them. You know, get all in gadgets them and you know they able to do the story because then they destroy all thing. Earlier I asked you the question about the Sierra Leone government protecting this Omar Sherif. This now based on waiting Sophie talk, and recently that a tweet where do na an X handle in belief say there's no freedom of speech in Sierra Leone.
They say there's no free press or something.
Free press. So with all of this coming from a country where President Bio believes say is so don't try for cleanse the image of Sierra Leone, Mr. Minister.
Well, two things. There are two separate issues here. One, allegation say he believes he been close to Omar Sherif there. I guess I'll say a few things. One, on the Sophie issue, Sophie being reached out to the ministry and the ministry being granted the clearance for can cover here. By the way, the tell Sophie been there were at least 3 or 4 other international journalistic groups that were here, including, for example, Al Jazeera been there, they conduct all this, they do their work and all that. Sophie came, we get the accreditation, but the accreditation also gets certain steps we follow, including, you know, working with the local media and informing the police, you know, especially where they conduct investigations on so-called state security apparatus if you want to investigate the IG and all that. I personally regret that Sophie been getting interaction with the state security. My ambition now for make sure say in the exercise of their work, journalists then will be free for do that work day, but we also plead with journalists them for them also follow the law and follow the steps. Which I don't commit for do following the Sophie incident and for do a complete review of all the processes of accreditation, and we'll make that review the public. And then because we don't update the Ministry of Information website, I therefore make this information also very public, let journalists know what to expect. Because the fact of the matter is, if I grab now, I go Netherlands, I say I want to go conduct an investigation, there are steps I need to follow within the Netherlands. In America, we supposed to be a free country, there are steps you need to follow for do the investigation. So there are some issues. Now, on Sophie claims say it is so close to Omar Sherif or Jos, then again, how they call her? Na speculation. Me not able to confirm that they are not able to know because me don't know Omar Sherif day. In believe so, he get right for
so
believe
why
so.
the police may interrogate him?
Because of not being followed the steps so I talk.
But you just confirm say get accreditation.
Yes, but I say accreditation not to carte blanche like how it's man call her. accreditate. If they give you accreditation, say now, I give you accreditation, say for kind interview, me in my office, not mean for say now, you can write for my bathroom, you can write for you know, not also accreditation the work, okay? Again, as I start for saying, I regret that it begets the interaction with the police, but keep in mind a few things. One, spend, again, the police ask her questions, which is normal. They'll ask you questions. Then she was released. You go about in business. After that, they may hold on to in critical equipment and document on that Sunday. That me personally go to the station for go make sure say them grants are being in touch with state authorities. Them are being assured and say, look, Sophie will be allowed to leave and go about in business. Nobody no go arrest her. Nobody no go with them call her, because this is not a free country. There was an issue, security related, that me not to spokesperson again specifically on the details and something in the way security then they see, me not they see. My job now for make sure say I create the enabling environment for them when I do not work as journalists free. And I want for just say multiple international journalists in the council every year they get issue. In this instance, there were processes, even Sludge them put out their statement there. They say they wish Sophie for them follow the procedure way again. Omar Lama then they count international journalists every day. One day they don't get problem. For much more critical issues, including November, could this, that. The fact of the matter is that Sophie, again, I know they blame her, maybe not being all the rules, but follow the steps. You go to my press conference, they ask me question, answer. Because again, we not to government, we don't hide. But there are steps we get for deal with security. You know, grab no more, you go begin snap police. No sign of the world. You know, grab no more, you go begin snap police, suicide, security, then they guns, and you don't. Anywhere on earth, you're not a journalist, you know this. Okay? Number one. The second point I in tweets. Sophie in tweets. Say free press, not this alone. Freedom of media, not this alone. I tell people and say, Sophie in tweets, if you like them tell me they will pay good as since got in cancer alone, we then don't say they don't discover our country. Now, extraordinary arrogance.
Why you say so?
Yes. Because you're not Westerner, you can't take 3 days now. Yeah? After that 3 days, now you get opinion, authoritative opinion.
But now based on the encounter.
Yeah, it's no. I don't go America beaucoup time. I need the counselor, I can talk say, America not get this. I can say, I get an issue in America. There's a difference who have been go America. But me not to the judge. The people who are the opinion about free press and salo, we are the ultimate opinion. Now una there. What I tell is people then die for free press and salon. People then work hard for level. You know how many years journalists work na match na get shots at na for make no journalists not in a jail today, for level not get criminal libel in this country today, for level where they go. You can say you get an issue, and I understand that, and I don't I start by saying I regret what happened with her.
But you know the current.
But the idea say you, a white person, we care for 3 days, and I arrest you. Now you know the authority, ultimate authority on the status of all media in salon.
You know the
it's
current
extraordinary
status.
to me personally. These are my personal opinion. And again, I really hope say if you go Netherlands, you get one bad experience. I come out Denmark, so just now, right? I order food 1 net. I get terrible food. Eh? And then they go tweet say, the food in the Netherlands, if I do that, then go laugh me. The only people that we feel they get right for doing are white people, and they do that all the time. And it's offensive to me
According to
personally.
information, Mr. Minister, Sophie be the work with local journalists now. And since Sophie issue been come up, he was in hiding because instead of not being sure waiting the police will get for do to him. You know the current status of that journalist as we talk, because from where Sophie left, one of that way indicates in tweet was the gentleman be in hiding.
Life. Now,
yes.
I'm an activist. The idea of safety is not objective, it's subjective. You can wake today and say, I don't feel safe. So I respect that. If the journalist not feel safe, okay, I respect that. We job now for do the things that we will do objectively for show and say, you not journalist. As I like for remind people, not a single journalist not sleep in a jail in Asalo 1 day, 6 years now for which he talk. Not one, for your opinion. Not one, possible on that president bureau, okay? But this man say, he go to the police, he run, you not feel safe, okay? I don't communicate to Sludge. I don't communicate to the diplomat. I don't tell them, say, Imotoka, they na police. I say, we ready. Me, in my capacity as the Minister of Information, I dey work out them. Now, who they go? You go, you give the statement to you forgive, because if you don't left something at police, you give statement, then they take the Imotoka, then get them.
But now the same way you've been intervening with Sophie in issue between he and the police, but yet still Sophie not go to gadgets.
No, Sophie go to gadgets.
Sophie say he not go with them.
No, but that's not true. Again, no. Again, this man are two separate issues. Sophie, they may get in passports, they may get in computer and in laptop. The police confiscate in SD card when they don't take information when they been take and say not been supposed for take in a way. Again, then I be security issue. I don't explain that. In front of me, we'll put to all the list of all within Sophie carried, all the items, including in diary, we a column na phone, in lawyer sidom, a ascertain, we then don't hand over it to I call me again and thank me. The police were going to give it. I wanted to make sure that they know waste time. I make a good day, okay? After that, I will let you understand this, okay? Again, this is not journalist, me not activist. So I know they cry with person say, you don't feel safe. If I wake till in the morning and not feel safe, now how I feel. I don't get nothing for do it. You know what I mean? How you feel now, how you feel. But me they tell you now, on behalf of the state of Salone, that I talk to all the security. Say, this man, I no case for answer. Sludge don't assure her of that. I don't tell and say, we ready for go for Imotoka. Me, at the time before you. If they arrest you, they arrest me. They still say not feel safe. I don't assure the diplomatic community. Say, this man, no case for answer. He go, he take Imotoka, he go. He still say not feel safe. Sludge, don't tell and say, pass to the Sludge president, Carlo go together. He still say not feel safe. The public are reasonable people. They can watch, they can see the fact. Again, where the acts are, where they say I don't feel safe. The question we ask is the pattern. Okay? If you did North Korea, you go say, oh, me are the fredo, they come because you know say North Korea then gets particular pattern for do certain thing then to you. But if you talk about critical journalists in this country, more critical journalists than Nepal this man, we nobody know. Barely sabi. Don't say me again I take them publicly again. We ready. I work out. Me as means I left me work. I go with them because I care about that freedom day for journalists there for legal get. They're under no threat. Nobody know they look for them. Nobody know sabi them. We for say oh then they look for and they go with and call. They say even I also say oh the surveillance also. I can tell you as facts it's not true. Nobody know the surveillance this man, get no case for answer, but you don't decide say you don't feel safe. That I cannot control.
As a government, on a concern with the way how the international media don't they cover stories we get for do with the entire cocaine saga from the former ambassador to Guinea in story, and inside the same weeks back the issue of just come up. On a concern about the image of the country internationally?
Absolutely. President Bill very deeply concerned about the image of the country. All the work we don't do as I don't talk, not to just for, not just don't do for clean the image like AFNAF, right? Who don't see the elevation of the country with the Security Council, with the Africa Security Council, now they share the efforts for improve Africa in standing in the Security Council. His Excellency President Bill deeply, always, one less alone be on the positive pages, right? I make, again, investments in education and agriculture, schools, in gender, unmatched, right? We see the elevation of Her Excellency, the First Lady, to become the president for all African First Ladies. All positive news. So whenever your country, as I say, whenever your country name is mentioned in the same sentence with anything with bad, transnational crime-related issues, you will take stock of that and do the right things. You raise your picking, no matter how excellent you do, bad things go happen. The question always, now what you do, where they respond. In the case of Guinea, we don't respond swiftly. We commended across the board. Investigation, steps, calling the ambassador, now we don't replace her immediately President. This basically President Bill swiftly acts. So you don't show a response. We're not tolerating that. On this issue, we're now engaging with the Netherlands government. Would they do the things we're supposed to do? It's very important for the people there, as I don't talk this before. Even with this just alleged incidents, the story is not that, as a lawyer, they can sell drug, they dump drug. No, we know to the winning call. All of the allegations is that, drug, they come out as high. So then people in there, then say them for care about their own reputation. We as Salon, we care about we own, and that make could take the steps. So we can push. For example, you declare a state of emergency, set up a task force led by no less a person than the chief minister, and no objective person to look at the Kush crisis in Salon and say we not make progress. We went after it. We put the states, we get small resources, we put the state resources, we lock, they will go after suppliers, we lock chains and all solve it. But any objective person to look at and will say, Usa will be the last thing Sudan we did today. So again, bad things can happen. Waiting at the measure, the most important thing are waiting you do in response to that bad thing. And on that issue, the President Bill, top notch.
There is no laid-down bilateral agreement or rule for, say, Salon for handover this individual if the investigation proves that in really the Dutch government defend. What's not the possibility of willingness for hand Omar Sherif over? We una go down to look at all the documents.
I don't explain, the law very clear. The law allow we, if we think, say, the threshold is met for hand over.
What's not this threshold?
Criminality. The thing the person non do na the country. First, waiting the request and for. If we say na crime na in country, na crime na ya.
So na crime na ya?
Me not a lawyer. And na AG na they consider that now. Like, I mean, I tell you the law say. Once the AG
so what did the law say about that crime? They've not crime under because already clear na
so
crime
under.
So
they not see the file it. Now AG in your job than they. Once the AG make the determination, then a news. Okay, but of course, trading in any illegal substance na alone, na transnational crime, okay. So, but what they say, what thing they take convict another country, they supposed to submit all things to we. AG they review that day, for make sure say the file we then get. One, the first most important thing is for establish the AG for come to the conclusion say it don't meet what he call the reasonable doubt threshold. Say yes. If we apply the same principle now, we can convict the person of the same crime we say based on the evidence here. Once the agent don't reach that threshold, they make now an application to the courts. It can get two options, as I don't say, by the law. It can go first to magistrate court for compel the IG for produce the person, or it can go straight to courts for start the extradition process. For we then call the person again right for send lawyer for good say, they challenge this extradition and go through that process there. Okay. Now, after that process, when the judge ruled, the judge can, by the way, the person where he grants the request, I don't explain this now. And the judge can say, no, we're not grant this person, we will not meet the threshold. And the judge in decision. Or the judge can say the threshold has been met, and he grants the AG request. We grant that request, the AG now, they consider public safety, then get the word that we then use, within the interest of Salon. For now, decide, say, okay, would it actually effect the extradition? Because the law give the AG the rights back after the courts for review. Say, this is in the interest of Salon and all that. This is not just the law me they tell you for now. I think what you want now, like jump the stage for tell what the AG get for do. What I don't commit to you is the AG go follow the law and President Bill committed to one thing. Salon cannot be a hub for transnational crime.
And all of this will happen. Any regrets there from the government for say Omar Sherif find himself so close to the president?
No, maybe allow not get it to regrets. We're in the middle of the process. Let the process done. Let don't do all.
No, where the news been come out, say internationally, President Bill don't invest in this for clear the image of Salon. And the news come out say
in that moment,
this individual goes so close to the presidency.
Yes. So in that moment, we need to think of regrets. Because right now, we're still in comprehensive investigation mode, understanding all everything happen with the relationship with the Netherlands, with obligations and by international law. Law will do all land first. The process of whether we get for waiting at the regrets, what for don't do, that not for don't do, would have been there with this, would have not been there with this. I think that they like who don't get to the process, they will be able to take stock. But I assure you of one thing. This is not a reflective government. We will make sure, see, remember the first press release we will put out, we assign, is say, will they investigate all of which you ask for, so for understand security procedures, processes, and all lengthy, then they will be part of that. So I think we'll allow that process stay. Again, the AG now in charge. At the end of all of that, we'll move forward and say, we think we could have done this different, we could have done this better. But we think clear is whenever your country name is mentioned in the same sentence as then used, and they will give bad news, negative clicks. Not good for me, not good for Salon. It's definitely not good for His Excellency President.
So we the
but
citizens,
now what thing we do, now ultimately determine we image, not to just one bad news.
There's scandal I don't dare around from December, January, and even the same way there's this video we go viral from Black Johnson, or then seeing a sheep wake out cocaine inside and all of that. And lots of citizens then they hold this view, say we where they work out with Sierra Leonean passport for be concerned as well, just as how you say as a government on a concern.
Now, as I mentioned the other day, you mentioned the boat issue. We conduct an investigation. Every month recently at our airport, people in the try for smuggle some kind of drugs through the airport. You know the beautiful thing about it? We catch them, we arrest them. That means as a government, we position. It's clear. We know they allow there to be a hub. We get sophisticated. You know, in December, then catch. You know that, November, then catch. Then they arrest people now we airports. And we entry points them. So that they judge you by. If you talk about drug, I've been mentioned one small thing to somebody the other day. If you Google America and drug, but then get 50,000 times more news than we will. Then drug already talk, what to hear they tell out. Who side they go? Even this post where they talk about, not so yeah, possible. They say that in country commons. Why the young country name no bad now? We name for bad because we name short? No, because it's not to show a country reputation they just damage because then say somebody in a country we're not supposed for it. No, the reputation is based on the steps that you take. Now I make on Guinea clear steps on. With that plane be land now, we then say, oh, not go. What we do, we not conduct the investigation one. We call Liberia, we call Ghana. Then count the experts them. Then check all things and say they don't see no evidence of the drug. Because if now we not can talk outside and say, they don't do it, they don't hide that, not so. We call them come. We call journalism them. So the boat is the same exact process. Look, the fact is, people with they smuggle drugs, they find all kinds of smart way every day. And then they check country that we not get the sophistication and the resource system, sometimes for try through them border. Not so Salon no more get that challenge there. You get almost all over West Africa, you get that kind of challenge there all the time. Waiting for happen, waiting we don't show na Salon, na the determination of the state of His Excellency for do the right thing, for make sure say we not become that hub of choice for criminal activity.
All right, continue for the with me in the studio in Chernobyl, the Minister of Information and Civic Education, and there this morning where they talk on different investigations where government on the do and stuff. We'll go for look at activities where government on the undertake lately.
All right, the program we still watch and the breakfast show live na Liberty Online TV, and we still get the Minister of Information and Civic Education where na Chernobyl, we don't address different investigations, especially they all gets for do with the Omar Sherif, and self we don't address issue we gets for do with the Dutch journalist Sophie we been come na Salon and get encounter with the police. We continue with the breakfast show, and they can look at another issue now, Mr. Minister. We've been see pictures we go viral outside the AG, they meet with some members them na the opposition for talk about resolution 4 na the agreement for peace and unity. We all know say na one of the points then they we don't stall na the agreement for peace and unity where they don't able for implement all other one them. What's in the status after that meeting, the way members them na the opposition APC they meet with the AG?
So important for no say not to just opposition people that meet with the AG. Resolution 4 na a committee na basically then look at within the APC being called as part of the National Unity Agreement now for resolve the issue of within them believe say na politically motivated cases for seek the release of them people then the APC been prepare a list with the committee been supposed for look into. Now they may set up a broad-based committee for review then case then day because the resolution, the agreement been say then go review the case them and submit recommendations to the government for let the government take action on them case then day. Finally, family understand a few things. APC been prepare a list of about 300 people where they say they na police custody or they na prison for them by road some side or they hold inside them with politically motivated cases. APC, government, civil society, religious leaders within that resolution for committee they may go for ascertaining people there. Of the 300 where APC submits, now only 13 be named police custody. So over 287, if my math's good, I think it's good. They not be in a police custody. That list there, I've been just a list when they submit. So that is very important. So of that 13, this meeting now been for go make a resolution of that on that 13 now. Then go carry with recommendation. They don't submit now as the procedure been there. Keep in mind this delay they talk not to government, so government may not set the threshold and the standard. Of the 13, the government don't review, and the committee don't say 10 of them people in there. We then trial them. We don't go on, you don't drag, and not continue it. The government don't decide to because the AG get the power by law for discontinue a trial at any time will the trial they go on. In the spirit of that resolution for committee. And also I just want to mention say the new Criminal Procedures Act will not even come it into law, but the spirit of it now that if a case go on for that long, the AG can decide, the law they say now, if you're not able to try or get conviction within a very specific period of time, you can discontinue that trial day. The AG, the recommendation with the committee don't make, now that of the 13, with the obedience at the APC list. Keep in mind this is a list with them prepare before November 26 because resolution 4 not get nothing for do November 26. It's not after the election. No, so this not being people who then say they in custody around the June 2023 elections. Then be saying are related issues. So of them one in the 10 of them one in the will then trial not be continue the recommendation. Now that do you allow we discontinue the trial? I will show you say His Excellency go look at Dandy very favorably. So that decision there will be an announcement. So that's number one. So that's good news. I think the committee they all realize say, okay, we don't recommend. Of the 13, so we don't have 3. 2 of them are people in way they don't already be convicted. Then they await sentencing. Sentencing can come in different forms. Sentencing, you know, say some crime day, then you go and say time served, then pull you answer. Some crime then a fine and jail sentence and all of that. Within the AG now for do and the committee agree, and for let them not interfere with the judicial process because they're already convicted. So then just for make sure say quickly let the judge then make their decision on within the sentencing could be. Now after the sentencing, the committee now again by the laws of Salon, it can request for His Excellency for let grant them pardon. That's a part of the option. But once you don't reach conviction stage, the AG may just grab no more. Because remember I say the National Unity Agreement, the one principle underlying all of that, everything for be done consistent with the laws of Salon. So the law say if you not get conviction, it's the trial they go on, AG can withdraw. So of the 10, they may meet that we don't call the AG don't discontinue. That's one. With the recommendations, AG could discontinue. I think the recommendation way and the AG will look favorably to. 2, the other hand, they don't convict them, but with the wait sentencing. So after the sentencing, they will see waiting will be this with them call. The one remaining person na military officer where they don't already try him and they don't sentence him by court martial. So after the issue, he end up commit another crime. So that cannot be considered part of resolution 4 because you don't get nothing for the November 26. Now, the bigger question, the kind now relating to the former president of Sierra Leone.
Yeah,
because he no get nothing for do with Resolution 4.
So
because in your crime, alleged crime, he only get for do with November 26. And November 26 not a part of the mandate right now of November 26. So we think for it means say any suggestion the AG want to make clear, and this I get directly from the AG, any suggestion say somehow where their meeting they take place, they don't go discuss former presidents and the Spike Omar issue, and that they don't agree for release as part of this, categorically false. You know, get nothing for doing that, and not a part of the conversation, not a part of the discussion at all.
So any updates there on the former president in return one to Sierra Leone, because based on information already out there, now that it been go on medical grounds na Nigeria, and a lawyer still they wait for their return back, let the case continue in alleged involvement in the November 26 school. I
just want to add, say, just look me notes. On the Resolution 4, other cases now, we APC consider ongoing cases, with APC consider say politically motivated, then we put it again in the committee for Sidona and discuss that day and make a determination. Basically, keep in mind the committee and recommendation they make, and the government they decide with the AG in presence with it. On this question, we asked me about the former president of Salon, Dr. Omar. I don't always try for, say, this case now dinner before the court. When a case stay before the court, you don't get nothing for do with again at the court. Then we go seek a very specific request from the court, say, and go do medical. Every time when the case come up, in lawyer they go to court, not so. They go seek extension, they say, oh, the man need more time out and all that. The position of the states now that the states being let a case, they don't prepare them case, they don't ready for present that case still, they may not make it in charge. So how the courts, if the courts get to the point and say, oh, this might don't go to now, if I can now, this, that, then I matter of the courts. Me in my own position from USA seats, will follow the law.
So the way out there say President Bill, them speak in terms now, at any time, the former president could go return back na Salon not to.
As you know, say, I don't talk many times. I don't respond to rumors. I only fact within the position of the government of Salon.
What's not the state of Resolution 6, where they say both parties, that the APC and government, for commit for engineer and rekindle the relationship within the national socio-political ecosystem, such as His Excellency the President, for then speaking terms with former presidents, former vice presidents, and other political heads. What's not the status
no, I
of
don't think say it's about individuals and Resolution 6. Resolution 6 now about the political parties. For exactly no, the state they talk about the political parties, and so there's a dialogue ongoing. Even this meeting will happen. Resolution 4, the committee, and part of that process, the fact say the mayor, leaders of the APC, they go sit down with the government officials, and CM, they convene their meeting all the time. There's a cross-party dialogue committee, and they continue. And President Bill is a man of faith. He's always willing to talk to anybody. Again,
so they extend the olive branch to that of former president, forgetting speaking terms?
No. And not again, I don't talk. President Bill is a man of faith, and President Bill is a man with a good heart. He always committed for engaging everybody. I don't did it multiple times with members of all political shades in Salon, where they interact with them, who go sign the agreements with Samura. He always joke with them and say, but this man be there in my cabinet. You know, now all been in the same church. Now a man will not get no bad acts for anybody, and not keep any bitterness for anybody. But only different from the law day and the law day, we got to follow the law. So if you ask about the state of President Bill in heart, I will tell you, say,
the status of this Resolution 6.
No, Resolution 6
about this
is
speaking terms.
No, you know, Resolution 6 not talk say for make President Bill and President Kuruma for beginning to talk to each other. It talk about the political
but
parties.
Former president and vice president. Former President Kuruma is a former president, and the sitting president is President Bill.
As I understand them, it's about the institutions. and the structures then follow the interact. They are formalized structures now follow the engage. From the tripartites, then they engage. The political parties, you see them engage. You see the leadership of them political parties. As I say, President Bill remains forever a willing, all man can even admire President Bill, say the people who will not be in biggest critic, then you're always willing to open the door for them and engage them, because it's
so then they speak in terms?
Big, again, I mean, and they comment on very specific about, as I said, they comment on Homo or what I call.
No, this one specific.
Open for talk to anybody and everybody. 6,
it's specific.
No, me know I know the comments on whether President Bill they talk to former President Koma or not. That I cannot comment on publicly. Me don't know that. I can say for most as
no,
well.
part
I don't
of the
know
resolutions
that.
then.
The resolution, I don't say the focus of the resolution, now but the institutions.
So the two institutions,
the
they don't
party
agree.
Institutions are engaging.
So
now they continue.
Since you don't confirm now, say the two political party them as institution,
Yes.
that they engage.
All
is
the time.
it safe for say the tension will be there between then two political parties, especially after the June 24, 2023 elections? There are no tensions anymore.
No, there's always going to be, again, there's always going to be tensions, because in a democracy, you require difference. Democracy requires contestation. The question about the nature of the tension and whether an animals and whether it gets elements everyone for bringing violence and all of that. You have to give credits to the APC. Since the elections and since the tripartite, the government's open their hand, they accept. Then in the parliament side now, we'll get the lawmaking process to continue. The APC leadership in the parliament, and they contribute to the process. Governance, they go on. Chair people them across the country, then they on and they do their own business, we engage. Yeah, but we're going to have heated conversations about the direction of the country, about waiting for Guinea, waiting for Apuna and all that, and a political process. That is normal. It's required in a democracy. But for say with the rights now, who they worry say, APC they plan for calm, for do this, and you get elements there always in all political parties. You get elements that we can grab today and talk their own authority and all that. But these are, for the most part, isolated elements. The leadership of the political parties and get platform them when they engage at various levels, and they interact, and the process of governing they happen, we engage at that governing process, the process of legislating they happen, everything, you can see, and they're free, then they go about their business and do what they want to do, they do what they want to do. That's what the state's for them.
The cooperation we required from the opposition and governance.
In places that we need for get cooperation, you get the cooperation. In places that we sometimes, we get stalemates and all of that, it happens, a part of the political process. Now we job as the incumbent government for continue for make that engagement there, for continue for lay the foundation, which we don't do. And this is now make you see the business of the states they go on and they go on pretty well.
All right, now look at a few messages where people don't send, and we'll come back to you for responding. We'll wrap up the program. At that way, they say, please ask the minister about the status of the 117 toll-free line staff at the National Public Health Emergency who have been working since October 2024 to date without receiving salary.
This other message from Alpha Jallo say, upon 300 people on the list, only 13 the government can give account for. They ask, say, could this mean that the 287 have been murdered in prison or what? Please let's be informed about these issues.
Thomas Rogers on Facebook, they say, Minister Siba has been an excellent communicator. He has handled government information and the media very well. He has been clear and timely.
This other one from Krube is say, please ask the minister for the rest of the other people. Liberty, please don't let this slide. 200 missing folks.
Lolo Gasparini na Facebook, they say, Mr. Minister, can you please throw light on Samura Kamara? If we don't go CID, we then invite him there, because after the press release from the police, we then say make it go explain about the electoral justice or anything again.
More messages. This other one from Jal Songo. It says, Siba, can you please tell us when our own to be free? Because we had the First Lady don't pull hand fyung fyung, it don't wasan.
This one, they say, Mr. Minister, where is Omar Sherif?
This other one say it's a fact that the drugs came from Sierra Leone to Guinea. From Sierra Leone to Guinea. Are these drugs stored? Have the guys been investigated the location in Sierra Leone they took it from?
All right. This one they say, Mr. Minister, Anes by Komade part of the political motivated cases and any plans there for drop all charges against the former president?
This one from Brahma Kane. It says a so-called criminal in Holland is found in Sierra Leone. Shame on Holland.
The last one we go take the comment from Dauda Tarawali. They say, I think the minister is getting it wrong. Sierra Leone is being used as a hub to move drugs to this country that he mentioned, which is damaging our country.
Mr. The final one I got say because of time, it come out from Alpha Jalon at the YouTube channel. It say why replace the ambassador to Guinea if he wasn't guilty of all the alleged crime. Also, why not bring ambassador out for the people of Sierra Leone to see him? Neither his voice message has been heard. Whole salon.
All right, from their messages then they quickly we can to Siba, Mr. Minister.
Any question indeed in the book? Quickly. I want to tell family thank you first of all for the question them and the spirit of the question there as well. So make us start with the 300 versus 13 because I feel there's some clarification in needed. APC been prepare a long list. Say all them people are in a prison. Then no say they're in a prison. APC or SLPP then go check. Then people are not in a prison. Most of them not even don't spend time in a prison at all. Some not be even arrest them. So they not being no record of them. So important. They not lost in a prison. Or the fact of the matter is that they were never in prison. Or the one that will be did they may already serve them time. They don't free them. They don't release. Nobody no kill in a prison. Nobody no hide in a prison. It's very important. Let family understand this. The fact is, APC, the conversation with the goal, like say, we hold so many political prisoners. The important thing is that of all the one of them claims na political prisoner, we then check. We then na politically motivated cases then. Now only 13. Nine meets this we been there. Only 13. And then 13 in there, now one day we then check together. APC, SLPP, civil society, then go around and check and confirm, say, okay, at 13 day. Of the 13, 10 been and trial and they go on, 2 been they don't convicted, they wait sentence, 1 day in a court martial, end up committing a crime after they prepare the list. Keep in mind this is a list that we prepare for the June 2023 elections. I did the list come out. So time and other things they evolve through that. I think the APC people will tell you, say, well, we prepare this list at that time, this on time. Until they even arrest some man for 1 day no more, then they may end up putting on the list, but they don't free the all. So nobody no loss, nobody know for say they kill person in this country, or no they do parande as alone. A person they go to police custody, somebody just disappear, a killer, that's not to this country. And at the record and they find the family understand that they. Somebody talk about 117 staff. I will find that information there out again. I will engage with the public health agency and I'll get that information. They'll start sit and again, me commitment at that. And I want for can just tell you something we're not to do. I will find out and I'll come back to now on that. Luckily, I get press conference tomorrow. I'll show you so I will discuss that issue there. Samura Kamara in issue. You know, I've been seeing the exchange. Dr. Samura Kamara. The police been ask him for come explain. I think there were some videos where they call themselves say they're about for take out of office, say they can't turn president. Salon, one get president we get elections here every 5 years. We don't talk this very consistently for many times. And when you do that there by the laws of Salon, if you carry yourself in that carry day, you know, you will be asked some questions. The former presidential candidates being reach out through a lawyer and say, do you are in Mamano well? Or something, so you go to a village. The latest we get on that, which was from last week, now that we don't still come it, but the police still wait for them. We come, we engage them within lawyer them. On the issue of our hunt, very important issue. A question of speech, a question of individual privacy issues, cyberbullying, cyber stalking, and all that things. The first lady when I see a very magnanimous video we do, we also join the public for plead. As I mentioned, the AG get one right. Once case not don't conclude it, the AG at any point the AG can discontinue, especially in a case where, for example, let's say the victim of the crime, in that kind of crime they again not to when they talk about if na rape, by the way, or sexual penetration, the law prohibits out of court settlement. But on all the other issues then the law give the AG the rights, because for let the case continue, so say before don't need let the victim for can say now this way I've been feel. If the victim don't say now, look, now me the big now for let them free am, the AG can look at that particular issue there and can file that discontinuance so we don't stop what say it go pull this case. And I believe say with that move the way Madam Foster did not make, it don't make it easier for the AG, for let the AG look at that case there and decide for do the right thing. Again, as I don't say we AG are a very fine human rights person, and I know say don't listen to that video there himself, and I'd expect say it go make your own decision based on that. But you get the power for do that, and I'd expect say inshallah, you know, it will do the right thing, listening to what Madam Foster did don't say any plea. So I think the Foster deserves a lot of commendation for that. Somebody say who say Omar Sherif they right now. I think that we don't discuss that already now. Say no, we don't know. The police careful do that. And then the other person say, well, the drug then come off from Salon to Guinea. Two things happen with the ambassador. One, we can come. Two, we start an investigation. Three, we the Honorable Foreign Minister, the very distinguished Timothy Muzakaba, go Guinea. And not just go for the ambassador come together, then go engage with Guinea on the nature of this investigation, and also for try for make sure say we two countries not become hub and how they work together. They mean sign a historic memorandum of understanding on both this particular investigation. So that investigation they continue and then they share information and all that intelligence and everything for understand the root cause, who said this they happen and all that. And two, for make sure so we continue for work together for prevent this. So that investigation they continue once we get more information on that.
We get the foreign minister now, Timothy Kamara, we assure the public say he bring the former ambassador to Sierra Leone, and investigation they go on now. So since we get you as the government spokesman, how far? What are the status of
the same updates I will give you at this minute? Now that investigation. Now you know you talk about sophisticated investigation. We consist of two countries. And tell me the foreign minister been there. One thing will be the up with. Remember, so we bring the ambassador camp for like answer questions, and then His Excellency for make a determination. The news where I get now, the news we already know. And the first end on the side say, you know, waiting this ambassador based on waiting we then call. He need for send a new ambassador again for Poland Day. So right now that's a decision that's been made. But the investigation they continue. Two countries across borders.
So the former ambassador they in custody or
not in custody. Not in custody. But he assists with the investigation. If they reach to a point where they think so they for arrest and things like that will be a different question. But I don't think so don't reach that stage date. Which no more is it don't please His Excellency for reliever of the duty and forget somebody else. When a very distinguished person, we don't serve as ambassador before, public servant Ambassador Yomkela for Lego Guinea. There was another question about EBK in case somebody said not the status for EBK. You'd already been asked me this. On the question of Resolution 4 and EBK in case, now if APC thinks the ongoing cases and consider political motivated, then we'll table it again at the committee. This is a broad-based committee, and then we'll review them and then make a recommendation. And that is still a part of the options. But at no point at this stage would that meet to happen. You know, get nothing for those former President EBK in case. The updates were the updates. And then somebody say, well, it's make you replace the ambassador to Guinea. Again, I think President Bill, by the way, gets me now I can at the station and President Bill replace me. The constitution of Sierra Leone and the power for pull and put anybody we want for put, especially in them political appointed positions. And then because of the Supreme Court's judgment, we on the Samura case, it get right for pull anybody, basically. You know, it gets supreme executive authority. We're not under the law in the country right now. So I don't think so they question the wisdom of His Excellency, but very specifically, again, His Excellency take a decisive action on this issue, for sure say. You know, if he wants the idea, say, oh, this person here, you know, Naim be the supervisor with this happen, that explanation, that you know, one time, you want to make sure so we get a clean image, you want to make sure so show say in a man of action we camp on this issue. That's why I took that decision with it.
It would be injustice to viewers that will get you as a government spokesman or wrap up without you address the burning issue now of the blackouts.
I think say the people that really lead this sector, the leader of that sector, then Dr. Kande Yomkela, I think say don't do the rounds recently, all the major media houses them. He's an excellent communicator. He don't explain the issues that we'll get. And he don't say we go through some pains them for now. When our pains them way, hopefully, at the end of them pain then Now, like you have to take some shocks, but he don't put in place with the leadership of His Excellency some steps then for make sure to address this problem in a longer term way. We have issues. Again, I think say sorry to people where they suffer that they see social media. A lot of people go through a lot when it comes to electricity issues in the country right now. But I want to assure the people and say Dr. Kande Yomkela, Engineer Noni, the new Deputy Minister to His Excellency the President, when the Minister, he take this issue very seriously. They put everything that the states get for help for address this problem in a long-term way, for make sure so we increase power for electricity generation, we increase options, we do renewables, plenty option in there will come to light. But right now, people go through indeed some pain, especially in the capital city, and an issue the government aware of, and government is doing best for solve.
So, as the Minister of Information, how soon the public expects the IG for get back to them as a way of the updates where we don't start for give regarding Omar Sherif?
In fact, by tomorrow we meet the Gona
the briefing.
Radio briefing. I'm going to engage the IG again and see what the update, and I will provide that update. So this night we don't say like periodic and timely update. So we'll continue for engage.
All right, many thanks, Mr. Minister. We join with this morning for Kangi updates on recent activity them where governments they undertake, especially the investigations them, whether or they do recent, they will they bring you as and when necessary for the updates the public. Well, that's going to be the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chernobyl, will be there with this morning, explain extensively on various issues them where governments they do. When I had the breakfast show go left you today, Princess Pierce now produced the program, Musa Saukoma, and then his cameraman and the technician them for this edition of the breakfast show. Mina Khadija Bangwa, they say have a blessed day.
All right, continue for like, share, and tell more people about Liberty Online TV. Till we meet again, Mibel Kabade, get a good week and goodbye.